Hey, and welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Inoculant Gaming. We're once again back doing some Hogwarts Legacy. And before we get started, if you'd like and subscribe or a follow, we'd really appreciate it. Whether you're on YouTube or Twitch, please give a hand to the channel. That way it can continue to grow and a lot of more fun things can happen. Also, we are, this is episode 7. So we've done a couple of episodes at this point. And, we are, I did a lot of kind of some side quests off stream. So we're up to level 28. Gear's looking good. Collections are looking pretty good. Challenges, of course, are up to 46%. I've done a decent amount of exploration. I still got some more, but Merlin trials are done, and I got a couple of other challenges coming up still. Landing platforms haven't done, or balloons. Combat's getting there. Room requirements looking good. And I did a couple of the other quests that were kind of the side quests. So the Moons one, I've now gotten enough to where I can turn in, and I got the Daedalian keys. So I wanted to do those on stream, that way you could kind of get my reaction live for some of those. So let's do the most boring one first. Let's do the Moons. That way it's going to be nice and decently easy. Traveling by the fast travel system.
Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings. Any luck removing some more of those demiguise statues?
Yes.
I actually have some moons for you.
Dear me, you have been busy. Incredible. Thank you. You're ready for the final Alahamora lesson.
Level 3!
With this knowledge, no lock shall ever stand in your way. You have done all I asked. I only wish I knew who put those statues everywhere in the first place. Alas.
Game developers.
If you do find more, please feel free to remove them. You'll be doing your caretaker a huge service. And if I ever find out who the bully is behind this cruel trick, I shall let you know.
Good to know.
Thank you once again for your assistance and tenacity.
Woo! Amora 3!
Mastered Alahamora, no lock is unbreakable. But do feel free to keep finding demiguise statues and removing those moons.
Uh-huh. Alright, so wait to hear about more from the moon. But we at least got that part good. Oh, I should probably get rid of this circle here in the settings, shouldn't I? Nope. Not that one. Nope, that's still there. I don't remember what it is. I'll just leave it on for now. I've gotten used to the circle that gives me kind of the directional where things are coming from. I do think it is kind of nice for part of that. So let's go to the common room. Because I now have enough of those the keys to kind of the different keys to be able to turn in. Right here.
Another house token for the house chest. Here we go, the last house token.
Bam!
Time to see what's inside.
That's a crazy lock. Okay.
Well, look at that. Thanks goes to the former headmistress, Eupraxia Mole.
Just the robe, huh? That's it? Okay, it kind of moves with the coloration on the wings. I don't know how I feel about it. But I guess let's try it. I figured I'll try this robe, the appearance at least for a bit. That way, yeah, you can, I mean, it's harder to hide, but at least it will kind of shimmer while I'm walking, so that's cool.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Alright, so that's that quest finished. Oh, I have to speak with Nellie. Okay. I'm tracking the wrong quest. Okay. So where is Nellie? Oh, decent far away. Okay. Make it easy. Fast travel right there.
Hello, Nellie. Actually, I found all of the keys and opened my house chest.
As you can tell.
Wonderful. What did you find?
I found a rather interesting costume.
Brilliant. Well, thank you for solving that mystery for me. I always wondered what those keys would lead to.
Uh-huh. That's it? Okay. I feel like there should have been more to that, but okay. So yeah, I've already gotten 3, so we're good there. So now it's just time to the shadow of the estate. And that's such a ways. Luckily, though, I have been there. So it's easier for me to get there.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Uh-huh. Looks like I gotta wait for the morning.
You are the one who has been interfering with a rather personal matter. The demiguise statues and the moons contained therein were placed as they were for good reason.
Wow.
Not meddle in the personal affairs of others.
I don't think Mr. Pemberton meant to use his own stationery. He knows something about those demiguise moons. He's in Hogsmeade, apparently. Perhaps I shall pay him a visit.
I may, but let's do this first.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly
Wow.
with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous.
That is very true.
I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on. I'll take you to my uncle's.
All right.
This way.
Let's do it.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time. Everyone stays out of sight. Here we
Sounds
are.
about right.
My sister should be just inside.
Ooh, a cutscene.
Aha!
Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey!
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
Wow.
Tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
Alrighty then.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Okay.
Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. He thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon.
That's
Giving
probably
her
true.
hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian.
Ooh.
If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I remember.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
No worries, you're
Are you
fine.
all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I
Yep.
am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line.
I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home. It's not the cozy retreat it once
That
was.
sounds about right.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it.
Sure.
Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired.
I disagree with that. We gotta find a cure.
Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died.
Wait, does that mean he's the Hulk?
After Anne was hurt, he only
If he's
grew
always
worse.
angry?
It's as though he blames me somehow. Always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened.
Ooh, is this the room where it
Ranrock's
happened?
Loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
Then why are you showing me where they are?
All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something.
Metals, I'm assuming.
Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
Okay.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Only good wizard is a dead wizard in my book.
Accio! Incendio!
Defend Feldgraf. Okay. So we're just going for it.
Accio! Incendio! No! Expelliarmus!
I will make you pay.
Potato!
What is happening? I won't rest.
Expelliarmus!
I'm a goblin, not a
Accio!
toy.
Incendio!
You are postponing the inevitable. Let's get this over with.
Accio!
I won't rest.
Expelliarmus! Accio! Incendio!
Take that.
Leviosa!
You've made your last mistake.
Have I?
Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio!
Rather unwise coming back this way.
Accio! Expelliarmus!
No! One less human to worry about.
Accio! Expelliarmus! Leviosa! Incendio!
Put me down! How childish!
Accio! Leviosa!
You are postponing the inevitable!
Incendio! Expelliarmus! Leviosa! Accio! Accio!
You can't stop us!
Listen, assassin. I'm gonna freeze you if I have to.
Much too slow.
There it is.
I
Ugh.
confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Revelio.
Okay. That was a lot more than I expected as well, but I think we've cleared out the castle.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt.
Oof.
She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard.
Oof.
A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around?
Yeah, I'd say.
They
Revelio.
seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations.
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
I'm okay with looking at the house itself.
This well looks familiar. Revelio. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
How do I get into the house is the next question. Oh. How about I use the door? The door might help.
Revelio. Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Is there anything? Okay, there's not. Alright.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor. Hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganark. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers.
Yep.
Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that?
What if I am pulling your
The
leg,
point is,
though?
we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Revelio.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of
Revelio.
this simply strewn about.
Lumos.
Tells me they're after something bigger.
Leaving camp today will remind him of his father.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
Grief is palpable. The ones who have survived the plague are forever damaged by their loss. A fever may pass, the skin may mend and scar, but the devastating sorrow remains. I saw a man, much like my father, who lost a child. I couldn't bear it. I longed to give him a shred of relief. I'm beginning to think the others are wrong. I have the power to help these souls. It seems as arbitrary not to help them as it would be rid of them most of their torment.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. Revelio. Lumos. Lumos. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be floored.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come.
Lumos.
I'm tempted to hold my breath.
Here we go! Straight to the Undercroft.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
Uh-oh. It's a trap! Oh, it's only one. Try Reparo.
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's
Wingardium
missing.
Leviosa. A note. Let's have a look.
A rune diagram? I cannot make heads or tails out of it at this point.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not. Sounds worth looking into.
Fun.
Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Sian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did.
You're welcome.
I'll be in touch. Till then.
Yay, Shadow of the Estate.
Revelio.
Meet me near the ruins of Falbaton Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound so good. I could go to astronomy class. Yeah, let's do class real quick. I feel like I haven't been to class in forever. I'm not even sure if it's during the day or at night at this point. Looks like still during the day.
Can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Trusted ally and friend.
Let's do astronomy class.
And your reading is the dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
We're going on an adventure?
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind,
Glimpses
please
are good.
take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck.
Ooh, fun.
Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own.
I feel like there's a delay. There it is, kind of.
Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear?
Yes, Professor.
Dismissed.
Hello again. Brilliant class, wasn't it? I prefer astronomy over potions, don't you? Of course, we Ravenclaws tend to do well in any class.
Oh, hello, Amit. Nice to see you again.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplar. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Interesting.
Tried to put off my stargazing as long as I could. Oh, good that.
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new. Revelio.
A pristine night.
Professor Shaw.
It is increasingly rare to... But if you truly desire to... We ourselves are not unlike blank star charts, you know.
Uh-huh.
Am I right in thinking you are unimpressed by divination?
Of the many other so-called disciplines taught here, divination is perhaps the most feeble, especially in its nonsensical practice of astrology. Do not confuse astronomy and astrology. One is concerned with mysteries stellar and lunar. The other is mere lunacy.
Yay, lunacy.
You mentioned astronomy tables earlier, in class. What were you talking about?
Long ago, devotees of the astral arts set up stone slabs across the countryside. They are ideal for studying constellations near and far. For centuries, wizards made use of these astronomy tables for stargazing. Sadly, they have since become mere monuments to the intrepid intellectual pursuits of a bygone epoch.
Thank you, Professor. I look forward to stargazing.
I am glad to hear it. Should be a stellar night for it.
The perfect night for...
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
And you need someone to help find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than...
Oof.
Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
No
All
need
right.
to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we?
Oh, man, they're just taking me right there.
The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform. Something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing.
That's cool.
It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure.
A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course. It's just not as tidy as I expected.
Why'd you expect tidy?
Accio. Revelio. Incendio.
More cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Oh no, not this close to school, I mean.
I think you should do the honors. Go on, try it out. The constellation should appear near the center of your view. As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart. Stargazing is all about patience and precision.
Oh.
I know it is nearly impossible to contain your excitement at a moment like this, but keep steady. Gentle. I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
I
look forward to that.
I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.
Revelio.
Never do get tired of...
Okay, what do we got left for main quests? Let's do that one, then the Sebastian one. Oh, that's a ways. I was not expecting it to be that far out.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Sure,
Psst, over here. Quietly. I'm glad that you received my owl. We need to stay low and remain quiet.
Lassie, what's going on? Why are we all the way out here?
As promised, I did some investigating to find out what Harlow is up to. I followed him to the Hog's Head. I noticed him reading a letter. All I could see was that it was signed by and bore the seal of Victor Rookwood.
Oh,
and
good.
after you told me that Rookwood and Harlow were after you, I decided that you were the perfect person to join me in taking them down. for good. That letter is the tangible proof that Officer Singer needs. It is why I followed Harlow here and why I wrote to you. I need your help to retrieve it.
Okay.
Can't we just bypass Officer Singer and go directly to the Ministry?
Do you think they will listen to a student? Only Officer Singer can start an investigation. The Ministry will come in later.
Uh-huh.
You seem to be very determined in stopping Rookwood and Harlow. Why?
I knew men like him in Uganda. I know how bad things can get if they are not stopped. It's a long story, one I promise to share when we have more time. For now, let's do what we came to do.
All right.
I'll help you find the letter, Natty.
I'm glad to hear it. First, we must access the castle keep. I'll check the main gate, see if you can find another way in. I do not see any guards, but we should still try to be as quiet as possible. Harlow is here after all.
So stealth mission, got it.
What are you up to now?
Wouldn't you like to know? The battlements.
Revelio. I wonder what that does. Deposit. That did it.
Oh, that's why.
Deposit. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa.
That was not what I wanted.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Why can't you stay the way you're supposed? Oh, that's fine.
Leviosa. Revelio.
At least it has rewarded me getting in.
I need to find a way into the gatehouse to open the gate for Natty. Revelio.
Do I have to like pull it to the other side?
Dead end. Must be another way in.
Yep. Of course, that's what it would be. Couldn't push it. Couldn't fly it. Had to pull it.
That looks as if it might raise the gate. Arresto moment. Deposit. Arresto moment. Accio.
Well done. I will be right back.
Yay!
I knew you could do it. This way. I will get the door. Hello, Homora. That is the main keep. My guess is that we'll find Harlow and the letter inside. We'll need to be careful once we get...
I hear them.
Uh-oh. Ooh, look at that. Hey.
Do you know that hippogriff? Very well. New plan. I get the evidence and you free that hippogriff. Agreed? This is our chance. Go!
Blast it! There's gotta be another way to get up to the roof. Somewhere. Revelio.
I tell you,
I hope Natty stays out of trouble.
I don't think that's going to be the case.
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
How do I get up there?
Leviosa.
I don't think I can get through it either that way or the other way, so maybe go around and see what that brings.
Revelio. Revelio.
So I think I need to push it down for me to be able to use to get across.
Depulso. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso. Not the safest place to sneak into. Revelio.
Nothing to poach in Arranshire except spiders. Not worth the trouble if you ask me. Legs are far too brittle.
Petrificus totalis.
Bye. Hope you find your dad.
Revelio. Revelio. Petrificus totalis.
Time to teach someone a lesson!
Protego.
Alright, that was fun. Nice and quick.
Aloha Mora.
Alright.
Revelio. I hope Natty's having an easier time of it. Aloha Mora.
Good. I like all the chests. The chests are good. Another lock?
You're going home in a wooden box! Loud as a troll, you get over here!
Incendio.
No!
Protego.
Oh, I'm gonna
Expelliarmus.
enjoy this. I've heard centaurs
Accio.
quieter than
Incendio.
you. Levioso! Would you like me to put you down?
Accio. Incendio.
Take that, poacher.
Aloha Mora.
Although your black smoke while teleporting is an interesting thing. Bam. And unlocked.
Revelio. Oh no, Deke was right. We need to save you from these barbarians.
Yay!
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Ooh, this chest looks good. Not that much of a stash, but alright. I'll take it.
Highwing. It's all right. There we go.
There you are.
Come on.
Hello, Homora.
Hurry.
Uh-oh. Yay! They're escaping! Although that feels weird to be just dropped onto one. That would be terrifying.
Ho! Ho!
Highwing's cool.
There's the Hogwarts Express. Must be returning from an unscheduled run.
Okay, this is kind of cool. This is kind of nicer than flying on the broom. Not as controlled, but not bad.
I wonder if anyone can see us from the castle.
Most likely. That would be my thought, at least.
This is amazing!
Yep. Where are we flying to is the question.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Whee! Okay, it's kind of cool watching the sunrise, too.
How exciting.
It was exhilarating, wasn't it? I wasn't sure we were going to make it out alive.
That's very true.
There was no need to worry. I had it all under control.
Were you able to find the letter?
Summoned it straight out of Harlow's hands. I
Wow.
will say, I did not expect to see him cast the killing curse at us. He won't forget this. Be on your guard.
Of course. What did the letter say?
That Rookwood's looking for a phoenix. Not sure where he will find one. But it also included Harlow's orders to inspect that castle for the poachers. Enough to connect Harlow to the crimes. I shall deliver the letter to Officer Singer. She'll have to do something when she sees it. Now, tell me, where did you meet these hippogriffs?
I've only met Highwing before. Poppy introduced us.
Poppy Sweeting knows a hippogriff. Of course she does. Poppy will be relieved to know that Highwing's safe. I came to the right person for help.
Yep.
My mother will be worried. I must go. Seek me out soon. I shall have much to tell you.
All right. Yay, I have Highwing.
Let's go. Come on, Highwing.
Where are we supposed to go?
I have learned of a wizard who is being harassed by Harlow. He may be able to provide the evidence we need to take Harlow down. We should speak with him together. Meet me at his home.
Master Highwing!
Regarding the goblin you mentioned, why don't we meet at the map chamber to discuss that and our next
Ooh, next steps with the professor. That sounds
When you have
good.
a moment, please stop by the room of requirement. Deke tells me he has something to share with you.
Alright. So lots of quests just happened after that. Lots of other things as well. Let's do that one, because that one was still with the rest of what happened so far in this. So let me do that one first. Let's go to the map. Go to Hogwarts map. Right next to the Great Hall.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Something like that.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
Ominous is right. Meddling in the dark arts is dangerous.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I'd like to know more about it if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't repeat it.
Very well. But do keep this between us. Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
What does the Cruciatus curse do?
It's known as the torture curse. Crucio. It inflicts intense, excruciating pain on the victim. Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Revelio.
Alright, that's good to know. I do kind of want to see that one real quick. He's out in oh right, he was in Hogsmeade. Alrighty then. Let's see what you have to offer.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Those statues took time and effort.
Pardon me, sir, but about those curious demiguise statues I've seen.
What? Who are you? Why do you ask?
They're quite clever.
Oh, thank you. A lot of craftsmanship and care went into them. I assume.
So you did create them?
Yes, I did. It was a ploy to give that pathetic oaf Moon a taste of the grief he caused me years ago. You are the one who's been pilfering them.
I am, at the request of Mr. Moon. I received your owl on your stationery.
Ah, well, fitting Moon would enlist a student. Too cowardly to do it himself. Hasn't changed a bit. Even when we were at school, he was a cowardly bully. Gave me a horrible nickname, which I shan't repeat. I was thrilled when we left school and he seemed gone for good. Then I started seeing him around Hogsmeade. It was too much. Even if I do take satisfaction in that his life's destiny was to be a lowly caretaker.
Wow, someone's,
Mr. Moon does a good deal for the school, and he's taught me a lot. He's terrified of those statues.
I know. You should have seen his face when that boggart appeared. Oh, priceless. That's when I knew what I needed to do. I simply didn't want to encounter him anymore. So, I shrewdly put a boggart in his path to learn his greatest fear. I then created the demiguise statues to keep him in his place, so to speak. The moons were inspired play on his name. It worked brilliantly. Until you started clearing them out.
The statues are a form of bullying. You're no better than him. Perhaps it's time you both moved on.
Fair point, I suppose. If they've terrified him, as you say, he may have learned his lesson.
Haha! Let's go back to Hogwarts. The faculty tower. This quest line might be done soon. Even though there is probably still some more moons lying about.
Mr. Moon, I've learned who's behind the demiguise statues. It was a classmate of yours that you bullied, Piers Pemberton.
Oh, I might have known. Pigtails Piers.
I don't think he likes being called that.
Of course he does. Oh, he had such flowing locks, and we used to laugh about them. I love the hardest of all. Clever, clever man. I'd no idea he was so devious. I must go and congratulate him. whatever statues remain seem less terrifying now that I know they were put out by old pigtails. Continue collecting them if you like. As for me, I'm gonna go and pay a visit to my old friend.
Duncan owes his reputation to you.
That's crazy. So the main quest we got. Let's see what room of requirement has. Also collect the things I typically collect. Got that going.
Deke would like to talk with you when you have a moment.
Revelio.
Come on. There it is. The fact that I'm full on that is sad, but it is what it is, I guess. And let's go feed the animals, because I know it's been longer than 20 minutes. Right, it was T. I need to switch that to a brush. I know you're eating. I almost got you there, Puffskin. Last but not least. Okay. Now go play with the ball. While you do that. Okay. Have fun chasing the ball. Grabbing some more moonstone. Eight's not bad. Grabbing some of these on the way back. And bada bing, bada boom.
Deke would like to talk with you when you have a moment.
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you wanted to tell me more about the loom.
Ah, hello. Yes, about that. Deke has had a thought. He...
What in the what is going on? Okay. That's an interesting thought. I am so confused right now.
Oh, seems the room thinks you need more space for your beasts. As Deke was saying, he's had a thought. Now, Deke knows how you can test the item of clothing that you enhanced in the enchanted loom. And perhaps help an old friend in the process.
What do you mean?
A house elf named Tobbs works for his master, retrieving leech juice in a cave near Hogwarts. Tobbs' master doesn't let him leave the cave, and Deke knows the cave is infested with spiders.
That sounds awful.
It is. Deke hasn't heard from his friend for a while now. As the item you wove in the loom has an enchantment that might be useful, Deke thought you could test it whilst checking on Tobbs.
I understand. Leave it to me, Deke. I'll find Tobbs for you.
Oh, thank you. Please let Deke know what you learn about Deke's old friend.
Good, good, good. Good, 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 good. Let's do... to get some more things going. And I can't do the other one yet.
I pressed Ominous regarding Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium, but my efforts were in vain. Meet me outside the Slytherin common room. We need to talk.
All right. Alright, that one should be done though.
Deke thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've
Alright. Well, I think it's been a decent amount of time so far, so I think I'm going to call it here
shouldn't be terribly
for
far
this
from
one.
here. Deke has marked the area on your map.
Yeah, we'll get to that cave next time. And if you're watching on Twitch, please give a follow. Or if you're watching on YouTube, please give a subscribe and hit that like bell or like button. The like button helps me out by spreading my content more, so appreciate that. And we'll see you next time.